but he just happened to find a boyfriend with unusual preferences. Just recently, during PE class, he not only stole all the girls' personal items, he even took off his own shorts and playfully put them on the principal's statue. As classmates were gossiping about it, he felt an unprecedented sense of satisfaction. At the moment, his classmate Nakamura looked at him with admiration. Later, he took Nakamura to a secret hideout. This place was filled with the stolen personal items, and he proudly hung Nakamura's shorts in the center. After receiving the girl's approval, he joyfully knelt down, begging Nakamura to let him play the submissive role. Those in the know understand how deep the intricacies can be. To win over a girl with bang, you must bravely confront your own twisted desires. Looking at everything Haruka had done, Nakamura felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude, while Haruka also accepted the bro's praise with satisfaction. The two can't help but start playfully teasing each other. Laughter filled the entire room. But what they didn't expect was, at that moment, Nanako was eavesdropping outside. Seeing her boyfriend having so much fun with another girl, she was instantly furious. Despite being pure and adorable, she couldn't compete with the unremarkable Nakamura. What she couldn't accept even more was just when all the girls' shorts were stolen, only her pair was left untouched. Clearly, in Haruka's eyes, she had become utterly boring. So the next day came, just as Haruka returned to the cabin again. Nanako had been waiting there for quite some time. Did you get with Nakamura? Seeing Haruka's terrified expression, Nanako couldn't help but burst into laughter. To her surprise, she didn't mind at all. Instead, she started to take off her clothes for weather. This scene made Haruka unable to look directly, but Nanako began to unbutton her blouse, planning to offer herself up. At this moment, Haruka was stunned and speechless, but faced with the goddess's sudden advance, he couldn't even move his leg. Come on, Haruka! As soon as the words left his mouth, Nanako pushed him down onto the ground. But at that critical moment, Haruka unexpectedly pushed her away insensitively and stated that he actually liked Nakamura. This shattered Nanako's dignity right there. After Haruka left, she set everything here ablaze, completely destroying their spiritual hope. Yet afterwards she appeared before them completely unfazed. She even claimed to have done unspeakable things with Haru, and Nakamura is just a backup for her boyfriend. How do you feel now? I've taken Haru away and set everything ablaze. You're really dull. Just as she finished speaking, Nanako went to left her. In school, she was revered as a goddess. That moment, she couldn't stand Nakamura's arrogance. Why does she think she can look down on me? Just at that moment, Nakamura abruptly pushed Haru aside and pulled Nanako into her embrace. To Nakamura, she didn't care what Haru had done with her. Instead, she just definitely expressed that woman who appears sweet but is actually scheming was simply disgusting to her. Someone like her doesn't even deserve my jealousy. After saying this, she turned and left without a glance back. Haru closely followed right after her, completely ignoring Nanako, who was left in silent defeat. From that day onward, the relationship among the three became increasingly complex until Haru accidentally discovered Nakamura's diary, which was filled with her feelings for him. It turned out Nakamura had always liked him. It seems they all shared the same loneliness inside. The two opened their hearts to each other under the sunset. Since their spiritual support was shattered, they decided to live in a different way. So, at the fireworks festival soon after, Haruka poured a whole bucket of Sprite over herself. They even intended to use extreme measures to end each other's lives in public. It's goodbye forever. All the trash. Go die. But at the moment of igniting, Nakamura pushed Haruka down, realizing just in time she didn't want them to die together. If someone has to die, let her alone. Haruka! Goodbye. Just let me go alone. After saying that, she lit her lighter. In the light of the flames, Nakamura faced death calmly. Fortunately, at that critical moment, her father tightly pushed her to the ground, safely ended this farce without incident. But from that day on, Nakamura completely disappeared from Haruka's life until high school. He, now in a new relationship, unintentionally met the long-lost Nanako. She not only has a new boyfriend, but also maintained her former sweet image. But when she learned about Spring Day later, that she didn't end up with Joe Village, she immediately showed a look of disdain. Yet, it was her presence that informed Spring Day of Soul Village whereabouts. Having not seen each other for years, when Spring Day came with hopeful intentions, Soul Village had matured and become more composed. Looking at the once familiar face, everything felt as if from another world. They went to the seaside to reminisce about the past. Those beautiful memories from the past now replayed in their minds again, but they both needed to bid farewell to their former selves and step into a new life.